This is such a great event. I love the messages that are sent.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the owner of the Larry H. Miller Group of Companies, Gail Miller.
Good morning. What a delight it is to be here today with so many bright minds and forward thinkers who make up such a wonderful community. I am so impressed with the tremendous success of Silicon Valley or Silicon Slopes, which is evident by the growth of this audience. It's grown year over year, and that's very impressive. We all want to be like Silicon Slopes and learn the secrets of success. I believe, though, if Silicon Slopes is like other businesses, that their successes are the result of trial and error, of conquering fear, and having the courage to create change. I've recently returned from a week-long leadership conference for the Larry H. Miller Group of Companies. Our theme this year was fostering a culture of innovation and growth. During that week, we often referred to the impressive accomplishments and the momentum here in Utah's technology community. Utah is an amazing place to create growth. We're a business-friendly state, we support the American dream, and we believe in capitalism. We have a strong history of industry and a strong work ethic. We also have an amazing pioneer history that has been shown to us all along the way. Utah pioneers are not just those people who came here to settle Utah. They sacrificed a lot to create this place we call Utah, but they are also the people who are among us today who are not afraid to lead out, to explore new ideas, to chart uncharted territory, and be the first to apply new methods and new knowledge to find ways to make life better for all of us. Today I want to talk about the courage part of being a pioneer. I want to talk about how we can harness that courage and lead out together to combine our forces for good. I admire the people in this room who are not afraid to take that first step on an uncharted road in order to create something new and beneficial for everyone. In 1979, my husband Larry and I took our life savings of $88,000, borrowed the rest, and took a great leap of faith when we bought our first dealership. From there, I think we've experienced all the challenges of growing our company to maturity. We often felt like pioneers. I can tell you, building a business is not for the faint of heart. There were a lot of challenges along the way, and I have to be honest that fear was one of them. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I've learned that fear is an inhibitor. When fear gets in the way, it can cause us to make poor decisions. It can hold us back. It creates self-doubt and missteps. Fear can lead us to wrongfully judge other people and assume the worst, or even disengage, which causes us to lose out on the rich experiences that we might otherwise have as we get to know each other. We need to take fear head on and recognize it for the obstacle that it is. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone who's different than you are. Don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe. Practice being able to say, I know this is right, and because I know it's right, I'm going to move forward no matter the consequences. This is also a pioneer trait. In our company, we have a desire to cultivate people and nurture people. We're strong on respect. We ask our employees to bring their best self to work every single day. We value mistakes because they help us learn. And as we learn, we promote leadership. People who lead are the ones who take the time to learn about the people around them, who understand their needs and what's going on in their sphere of influence, and that helps make things even better. This too is pioneering. Last spring, as the season was ending for the Utah Jazz, I took the opportunity to lead out and talk with our fan base and our community about treating others with respect and dignity. I did it because those things are important to me. It was my building and my team, and I felt very protective. I needed to let people know what I believed and how I expected them to behave or conduct themselves in that setting. I believe that we have to have the courage to stand up and speak out when we see something wrong or offensive. I've watched many years of fierce competition on the court and in business, and I know that we don't have to be afraid of competition. Competition is not our enemy. We can be competitors in the morning and friends or partners in the afternoon. We can disagree without being disagreeable. We can refrain from consciously or unconsciously judging others by proactively assuming the best. It takes courage to make a positive change. After that address at the arena, we got together and developed something I'd like to show you right now. It's a video based on that event.
Inside these lines, it's all about winning.
But some lines can never be crossed.
Because no one wins when respect goes away.
We need to take responsibility when the words we hear
cause pain,
anger,
and divisiveness.
Be mindful of what you say.
If you hear something wrong,
offensive,
or hateful,
speak up.
Speak up. Speak up.
This is our state.
It starts here, in our house.
Opposing teams are not our enemies.
They are our competition.
Stand for our teams.
But don't stand for racism.
Don't stand for hate of any kind.
We can change the game.
In a way that's more positive.
More inclusive.
More empowering.
And just as loud.
So I'm taking the lead.
I'm taking the lead. Donc, je prends les devants.
Estoy tomando la iniciativa.
Ja preuzimam odgovornost. I'm taking the lead.
And you can too.
And fight against discrimination.
And inequality.
And injustice.
And racism.
Because if we all take the lead together,
hate falls behind.
Thank you. I love that message. I also admire the athletes and the leaders who stepped up and agreed that this is the right message and that we can lead together. We can be pioneers and set that example, not only in sports, but also in our businesses, in our homes, and in our schools, and we must do it. It makes me proud that we've been able to engage the whole community and to help people understand that as influencers, you and me and everyone here, we can and must take the lead and make hate fall behind. While the Utah Jazz happened to be my business, the lesson in sportsmanship can translate to your place of business. We can respect everyone for their hard work, their talents, and their differences. We can give people the benefit of the doubt because if we don't have all the facts, we shouldn't be judging. We never know what someone else might be going through, and we should withhold judgment. We can band together when things get tough. No matter what the issue is, we can find a solution if we look at things through an empathetic lens. I know other companies have similar missions, but one of our most important is to go about doing good until there's too much good in the world. It's my hope that we will all continue to lead together, that we can combine our energy, our industries, our companies, our people, our resources, and our ideas to silence fear and give voice to courage. I want to tell you a quick story about Ryan Smith. I love what he did, what he and Qualtrics did. They had an innovative idea and came to the Jazz with a proposal about the jersey patch. Together, we did something that no other team in the NBA has done. We turned the sponsorship patch into an opportunity to eradicate cancer. We created the 5 for the Fight program. I'm very proud of that, as I'm sure Ryan is. Thank you, Ryan, for your innovation and your compassion. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So to end, I just want to thank you for your leadership, thank you for doing good, and thank you for coming together. You are the bright future for all mankind. If we come together, overcome fear and hatred, we can create civility and respect and change the world. Thank you.